Let's test your English level with a short story. Kitchen Flames by Oxford Reading University. The text will get harder and harder as I read. If you stop understanding the story, it means that your level of English is the previous one. Let's go! Chapter 1, Level A1. I work in a restaurant. It's a big kitchen. We cook a lot of food. One day, a new chef comes. His name is Leo. He smiles at me. "Hello, I'm Leo," he says. "I'm Emma," I say back. We both smile, but I know we will compete. We are both good chefs. Today we have to cook the same dish. I make pasta. He makes pasta too. I taste my food. It's good. I see Leo taste his food. He looks happy. Our boss, Chef Marco, tastes both. He says, "Both are great, but I want to win." Chapter 2, Level A2. Leo is always there, cooking beside me. Every day we make different dishes. He always smiles, but I can see he is trying to be better than me. One day, Chef Marco gives us a challenge. "Make your best dish," he says. I think hard. I want to impress the chef. I want to beat Leo. I choose to make my special risotto. Leo chooses to make a fancy steak. We both cook with care. The kitchen is hot, and we are fast. Chef Marco tries the food. He says, "Both are amazing." But I look at Leo. He knows, and I know, we are still not done. We will keep competing. Chapter 3, Level B1. Days turn into weeks. Each day feels like a new competition between me and Leo. The tension in the kitchen is almost unbearable sometimes. Chef Marco often watches us closely, seeing how we challenge each other. One evening after service, Leo and I stayed behind. He was working on a dessert, and I couldn't help but watch. His focus was intense, and the way he moved in the kitchen showed real passion. "You're really good," I said without meaning to. Leo looked up, surprised but smiling. "You're better," he teased, but his tone was warm. For the first time, I didn't feel like we were rivals. For a second, it felt different. Chapter 4, Level B2. The next morning, the competition returned with full force. Chef Marco announced that we would be hosting a special event in the restaurant. "You two," he pointed at me and Leo, "will each create a menu for the evening." My heart raced. This was huge, an entire menu to prove who the better chef was. I couldn't back down now. But as I started planning, I noticed something strange. I wasn't just thinking about winning. I wanted to impress Leo too. I caught him glancing my way more than once as he worked through his own ideas, and every time our eyes met, something stirred inside me. We worked silently side by side, the pressure building, but beneath the tension, there was a connection neither of us had acknowledged yet. Do you want to improve your English? Download the Eva app. Listen to the audiobooks with the translation of words, learn grammar and vocabulary with your favorite movie characters and celebrities, play word games, all in one place, appeva.com. Check it out now. Chapter 5, Level C1. The night of the event arrived and the restaurant buzzed with excitement. My menu was inspired by seasonal vegetables and delicate flavors, while Leo's was a bold combination of rich meats and complex sauces. The guests would be the final judges, but I was focused on something else, the growing awareness of Leo's presence. In the quiet moments, when the kitchen noise lulled for just a second, I could feel his eyes on me. Every step I took, every dish I plated, seemed to happen under his watchful gaze. And when I looked back at him, his smile was no longer just a challenge. It was something softer, more inviting. By the end of the night, the guests were full, and their reviews came in. Chef Marco gathered us in the back of the kitchen. "You both did incredible work," he said, "but only one menu can win." He paused, and I held my breath. But when I glanced at Leo, he wasn't focused on Marco's words. He was looking at me. Chapter 6, Level C2. The tension in the air was palpable as Chef Marco finally announced the winner. My name left his lips, but the victory felt hollow compared to the way Leo's eyes lingered on mine. There was no frustration in his gaze, no disappointment. only admiration and something deeper, unspoken. As the kitchen cleared out, leaving just the two of us, Leo approached. "Congratulations," he said, his voice low, almost intimate. He stepped closer, his breath warm against my skin, and for a moment, the heat from the kitchen seemed to mix with something far more intense. "It's not about winning," I whispered, surprising even myself. "Not anymore." Leo smiled, his hand brushing mine, a touch so brief but electrifying. "I know," he said softly. "It never was." At that moment, surrounded by the scents of fresh herbs and sizzling pans, the competitive fire between us transformed into something else entirely, a connection that had been simmering all along, just waiting for the right moment to ignite. So, what's your level? Tell us in the comments, and now take another English test.